All right, guys, we're going to dive right into this clip here, man. Let's get into it. SNEAKO calling Tate out for misinforming the public of certain things that occurred in the UK on the PBD podcast. Let's get right into it, guys. A lot of people are pissed at Tate for this, man. Let's get
The one thing I did say this in the video, like one thing I'll say about Tate is like he's making mistakes about Muslims very publicly, frequently. It's like 3 times now where he says that the attacker was Muslim. No, he wasn't. Like, no, he wasn't. And I would like to see him correct himself on that because it's adding more hate to Muslims when we already have so much propaganda against us. You know, simple fact checks like the Pakistani guy in the UK, the invader, guy was Christian born, UK born. He wasn't even an immigrant. He was born in the UK. The other guy, the Christmas attacker, that guy was tweeting at me calling Mecca Lucifer. And then this one, like the one that you talked about the PBD podcast with the German guy was Christian. If you just go on his Facebook, he's posting pictures in church. He's like a white dude. His name is Weinstein. His name is Bastian Schweinsteiger. His name is Bastian Schweinsteiger, and you're saying that he's a Muslim terrorist. Like, really? That's the type of stuff I'm like, bro, like, do a little bit of research, please. Please, because it's adding more fuel to the fire. We have enough people attacking us already. We don't need it from one of our own. That's no hate to Tate, bro. It's just mistakes that should be corrected, especially when he's Googled that much. It's like it's not helping us out, especially during the month of Ramadan, bro. Like this is the time where we need good PR. Everyone is trying to slander us. Like we need to be united here for sure, bro.
All right, man. So yeah, Andrew Tate, man, went on PBD and he's been doing a lot of, talking about certain different things. He's already said he made a couple comments about the Muslims in the UK, which, we already fact checked that in the previous video. It's mainly Indians migrating to the UK. And then there was, the issue where there was at least like 4 to 5 terrorist attacks that have occurred within the last 3 to 4 months, which were all blamed on Muslims. And these people were the furthest thing away from being a Muslim, right? So they jumped to that conclusion just because it hurts Muslim PR. These people are so insecure, guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's especially people who are, they'll sit around and be anti-Israel, anti-Jews and all that. They'll have these, because see, Muslims aren't anti-Semitic, right? We're not anti-Semitic. That's a complete lie. Okay, we're anti-Zionist. There's these sick people out here who are seriously anti-Semitic. Like, they just don't like Jewish people. And, that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Because now you're writing off a group of people. It's kind of like, someone saying that, oh, we don't like Muslims because of ISIS, and they make up 1% of the entire Muslim population, right? So, or I don't like Muslims because they're Arabs, and Arabs are only 10% of the Muslim population. So stupid shit like that, right? So this guy Tate has literally went on this podcast, and he continues to like propagate that it was these Muslims that caused the terrorist attack where the guy ran into a group of people a month ago. He ended up being a Muslim. He denounced Islam, and he was an atheist that wrote a book, an anti-Islamic book. Another guy who stabbed a woman, a girl, and then they automatically blamed it. Oh, we got to get the Muslims out of the UK. Did some research. He's a Christian anti-Muslim from Rwanda. So a lot of the Rwandan Christians have anti-Muslim sentiments. So, then it was a white German guy. They said, oh, the guy is Muslim. He was Syrian. I don't know. They always make up this bullshit. And even the terrorist attack that happened in New Orleans, right? The guy, Jabbar, whatever his name is, I don't know where he came from. He went and ran over a group of people who died, and he had an ISIS flag. And interestingly enough, they're trying to cover up this whole story now. But they did a whole interview with his sister and his entire family. And they're like, we have never seen this guy even pray. We didn't even know he was Muslim. I don't even think he was Muslim. He was raised a Christian. He just had a Muslim name. So shit like that is really butchering the image of Islam, especially to ignorant people who don't do their research, right? And so Tate claiming that he's now a part of this community, which I think he just probably uses it for the benefit of his pocketbook, you know, because he knows that he's going to have a lot of Muslims rally behind him, you know, it's because he's a public figure, and because, you know, the Muslims like to, you know, stick together, and, like, you know, now I, you know, fully support Tate if he's claiming Islam. So probably a cool little, you know, bag for him to say that he's Muslim. And now he's running around making all these false claims, which, and look, by the way, I hate those, like, people who constantly criticize Tate for being a bad Muslim and shit like that. Dude, mind your own fucking business. That's between him and God, right? And that's totally between him and God. And these people are, and the worst part about it is the people that have the loudest voices are probably, like, the worst Muslims too. So it's like, it's a bunch of baloney. But dude can't, you know, he can't be running around spreading this misinformation. So shout out to SNEAKO for calling that out, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like, comment, hit the subscribe button. Peace.